Hello,
Hello.
everybody. Sorry, I just wanted to try it.
Do you think we actually got synced up on that?
No, not at all. You started later. You can see on our little sound waves.
Oh, dang it. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to One Thing at a Time. How you doing, Hailey?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty dandy. It's been a rainy, ugly week this past week in Georgia, and we finally got some sun today, so it was good to get some vitamin D up in here.
It was not very sunny here, but, that's okay.
Oh, well, that's what happens when you live on the other side of the world.
Yeah, how about you just shut up, okay? Thanks. Do you want to tell the folks what we're talking about today?
Yes, we are going to be talking about something that I'm very passionate about and that I've had to come to terms with is, are you a perfect in-camera photographer or are you a fix-it-later photographer? And we're going to be talking about it because we have two opposing sides.
Can you tell who's on what right now? Because I'm strongly one. Take your guesses. 3, 2, 1. I am a perfect in the camera girl. So that means I'm fixing my Kelvin for the perfect warmth. Okay? Mm-hmm. All of my images are as straight as I possibly can get them. If I need a double exposure, I'm not going to do it in Photoshop later. I'm going to try to get the shot then and there right now to the best of my ability. Let's move it out of the frame so I don't have to spot match it later. Or if you have a chin roll or something, I'm going to have you put your chin up so I don't have to fix it later or just delete it later. I get it right in the camera. As much as I can, not every time, but as much as I can, so that I do not have to fix it later.
And I'm over here giggling because I'm the opposite. And well, except for the chin thing, the body, I don't fix bodies, obviously, so I try to get that right in the camera. Everything else goes out the window. If my Kelvin is screwed up, I'll fix it.
if there's a water bottle right there or a Bud Light chilling in the grass, glasses, phone,
I'll fix it.
Yeah,
I'll fix it. If there's a keep out sign in the back, which is on my mind because I just had to remove a billion from photos today. Mm-hmm. I'll fix it. I will fix it. I promise I'll fix it. And I feel like that's something that people don't talk about a lot because there's obviously two sides of every photographer that no one talks about. And everyone wants to be a perfect in-camera photographer, and we just aren't. There are girlies out there like me, okay? But I think that really
there are some normal photographers, because I learned the hard way that I do not like my culling process. I'm very, very, I optimize efficiency to every degree. Degree. So from charging everything to everything in my brain is on efficiency. So if I have to move the couple a little bit to get a keep out sign out, or if I have to completely go to a different area to get the lighting better so I don't have to make it more warm or more cool, or if I have to adjust my Kelvin more or my ISO so I don't have to put the noise down, I'm gonna do it so it's not more back end work for me, because that just slows me down because my turnaround time is not as lenient as yours. Olivia has a more lenient turnaround time. I have a week for weddings and
but that's because you're insane.
Well, I'm not a procrastinator. I'm all about efficiency.
I'm not either.
You're a little bit of a procrastinator.
I am, but I like to give time to marinate. I have trouble. My eyes are very sensitive, so I can't stare at a computer for a long period of time. And I don't know. Does that happen to you where your eyes distort colors and then you're I have to close it? I can't.
It takes me a while to get to that point. And I think because I've always had issues, eye problems, I've always had glasses. So I've never really had, I get headaches. Ever since I've got my piercing, though, they've been minimized. And I also have blue light filter in my normal glasses that I wear every single time I'm on my computer for longer than 30 minutes. So I don't really, it's every once in a while that I deal with that. Also, just a little side tangent. I started reading the Bible. All of it.
You've never have?
No, I'm talking front to back.
Oh, in one day?
I've been reading chapters plural in order every day. So
I got you.
Around. So I read
Yeah, I tried
Matthew,
that once.
Mark, Luke-ish. I'm in the middle of Luke right now, and I started 2 days ago, so I'm doing pretty good.
Are you trying to do like the Christmas story, or are you just trying to do the Jesus story? Like, are you doing the Jesus story from start to finish, or are you doing the Bible from start to finish, like Genesis all the way?
So I listened to Genesis, and then I wanted some background, so I read pretty much all of Genesis up until like I think there's a slight bit that I need to go back and listen to. But I'm doing all of the New Testament and then going back and doing the Old Testament all the way through. But I feel like Old Testament, me and the Old Testament beef a little bit just because it's so different.
Yes,
And
it's a lot of rules.
Yeah, it's all like old law, old
Which
like
doesn't
written.
apply anymore.
Yes, exactly. And so even like some of the 10 commandments, like God reiterates, and like, you know how all the text in red is God speaking, or Jesus. Well, same difference, but they go over which ones still apply.
Right.
So,
well, honestly, that was my like goal for 2022, and I really shouldn't have set that goal because I never do them. But my goal was to read the Bible from start to finish, and I've been like,
you read or listen?
I do both.
I listen because I listen to it like a podcast, and I put my mind in the setting of podcasting, so I zoom through it.
So what's your favorite like book of the Bible?
I mean, I haven't completely read through every single one, so right now I can't say.
Well, I can tell you what my
now,
least favorite is.
What?
Exodus.
Why?
It's just a bunch of rules and they're boring.
That's funny. I'm gonna actually be really good with it because I can.
Maybe I'll start it with you. Maybe this is my get back in, because I ended. Let me check my Bible app because I did it through there, but I like kind of fell off, I think, in Leviticus because I was just like, I'm bored.
That's fair.
But hold on, let me see.
Now
I was doing the Bible Project one.
Matthew, Mark, and Luke are all pretty much, they're the different disciples' point of views. So it's basically the same story being told chapter to chapter to chapter.
Right.
But it's from 3 different perspectives. So you get, because you have to think about it, like these are all different texts, ancient texts that have all been put together to make the Holy Bible. So, and then but John has this very different point of view because he got beheaded while everyone else was chit-chatting. So John the Baptist is in heaven while Jesus is getting crucified, which I didn't know. I didn't know that he got beheaded. I didn't even know how he got beheaded until I was reading through it, and I was like, oh, that sucks.
You know, I actually got farther than I thought. I got to Numbers, but early on in Numbers. But
Numbers.
But I'm reading it from like start to finish. Like I was trying to.
5 books are the Quran. So
yes, a lot of rules.
Yeah.
But what I liked about the Bible Project, you know what the Bible Project is, right?
Is it like the what's it called in a year? So it like skips around and does different things?
No, the Bible Project, it's 2 guys, and they started on YouTube, and they illustrate all the books of the Bible. So they make it in picture form and like these little people, and they tell the story for you so that if you're a visual learner like me, I understand it a little bit more. Okay. So I like that they did that, and so that's why I did their little plan on the little Bible app. But yeah, I got to Numbers, which is farther than I thought.
Yeah, that is further, for sure. I feel like also it's easier if you have people to talk over things with, because there are things that you're like, interesting. Like, I wonder about this. I wonder about that. Like, I was like asking Evan, like, what he thinks about yada 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 and yada yada yada, and he was like, I don't know. I really don't, because it's like, for example, it's, I guess, okay, skip through this if you do not want to hear like very controversial. Like, if you're not a Christian, I would probably even skip through this because it's not going to really make sense, and like you probably are going to get turned off by it. But anyways,
I'll put timestamps.
just like skip through it about a few minutes of us rambling. Well, we were talking about how blasphemy is, it's very clear that it is the worst sin that you can commit, and it is unforgivable. Like God says it is unforgivable. So in my head, I asked Evan, I was like, listen, does that mean like if someone is atheist right now and they're like, screw you, God, I hate you, God, and they detest it against the world. You see those crazy people on like the internet that do that. Well, that's blasphemy. Like, you're blasphemous.
Right.
Does it mean that specific sin, it's not forgiven?
Well,
if they repent for it.
Well, you also have to think like those people don't know. If they're atheist, they're obviously sinners, but they don't know any better.
Well, okay. But let's say that there's been atheists that turn their life around and then they become Christians. So in the Bible, it says that is not forgiven. Does that mean that it would still apply for someone that is now saved?
I don't know. That's where it gets kind of wishy-washy, because I think that's only applying to Christians that have been
that's what I think.
Repented and have, because the people that are atheist don't know that they are sinning.
So the argument then is, if you are a Christian, if you are a sinner, or sorry, not a sinner, if you are a Christian, you are saved.
Right.
Are you not going to heaven anymore if you're blasphemous? Or is that sin not forgiven and you're going to be judged in heaven on base whether or not you're going to heaven or hell?
I don't know. I guess I'll tell you when we get there.
See? Okay, that's like the controversial stuff that I love, that I dig, I vibe with, I drive with. That's why I like reading the Bible, because I
don't know, because like you always get taught in Sunday school and in church that like if you repent, you're saved, and like you're like guaranteed this spot in heaven. But I don't know. That's a good question.
Isn't it? Isn't that so juicy? I was just like,
But I do think that if they're atheists, they don't technically know God. They don't have a relationship with God, so therefore they don't know what they're doing.
But I feel like God would have specified, if the saved are blasphemous, then it is not forgiven. Like, God does things very intentionally, and you can tell when he does things intentionally, like by killing all of the apostles, all the disciples, in horrific ways. John literally got his head cut off and put on a plate and served. Like, and I think his reason as to why they all got killed was to argue that they went to their death over Jesus and their cause. Why would anyone that doesn't believe do that? Like, I think the whole reason is to prove that they're going to die for a cause that they believe in, therefore it's true. Like, they truly saw the resurrection. Like, Jesus Christ was walking, and he did, after the days, go back up to heaven, and they saw him after and before and during his passing. So yeah,
hold on, pause. I need to plug in my Mac. You ramble on for a minute. It's like getting there. Hold on.
Anywho, this is a very deep philosophy talk, theologian, I think is the word. But back to our regularly scheduled programming. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Jeez Louise. Also, guys, Brita sells filtered water bottles. So the straw is the filter, and you suck it up through the filter. So you put water in it, and then you stick the straw in, and the straw just filters the water. So it's so far so good. Doesn't really keep it too cold. They have like a thermal type of one, but I just got the plastic one at Target.
Are you ignoring them? What did I do?
No, I got a Brita cup.
Oh.
Did you not hear?
No, okay. I couldn't hear anything that you were saying. I like literally went through all the rigmarole of like plugging it in, and then I got all the way back over here and I forgot to plug in my Mac because it was on the floor, and I was was busy.
Oh, well, I got a Brita water bottle filter. So the straw is the filter. So you just put water in it and you suck it up and it filters the water.
How sweet.
Isn't that so fun? Well, I'm starting my fitness journey. It's not new year, new me. It is December 2022, December 12th today. We are starting. We are going hard. We are meal prepping. We are working out. We are going to be a skinny legend by December 31st.
Guess whose birthday's tomorrow?
Who?
Taylor Swift.
She was born on a 13th. She's a Sagittarius?
Yeah, girl.
I didn't. That makes sense. Now that I think about it, I need to see all of her timing and stuff. Anywho, okay, back to what we were talking about originally.
How do we get here?
I don't know. Well, there are so many pros and cons of being a fix-it now versus not being a fix-it now, and there's cons and pros to both. Like, there's a lot. Like, if you only have 30 minutes in a session, like let's say the past few weddings, the light's been going down really fast because people are not mindful of ceremony times. So the sun goes down super fast. I might not have time to go all the way across the venue to get to a better spot where the light is because there's like a ditch with a bunch of litter in the back and I don't want to edit it out later, you know? Or there are some people that put like fake sunbursts on that, you know, sometimes things like that do be looking fake, but like there's pros and cons to both. Like, fixing it later gives you a lot more freedom, creative freedom, I should say, of just you being able to do what you want and not really caring about what's going on. You just fix it later. But
I will say I'm more of a fix it later in the sense of like I'll fix my Kelvin later. I'll fix like things in the background if they're like minimal. I won't go through the trouble of putting in tall grass or making it look like it was snowing or if it was this or that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's where I'm kind of like a different fix it later type of person because I still try and like get like the pose and the composition correct sometimes. Sometimes I'll be a little crooked.
Olivia to tilt her head when she takes photos. So anytime she second shoots for me, I have to go and crop it to aspect ratio and to frame because it will be sideways.
I just have a crooked head. I can't help it.
Yes, she does.
But it's just like I'm a little bit different when it comes to that. But I think I'm just like super skilled and talented. Like
you are very like, especially when it comes to all things tech.
I agree. I'm just all things, everything, all the time. But I do like really envy Hailey sometimes because I'll be going through pictures and I'm like, wow, this is actually like cropped exactly how I want it.
Interesting, huh?
And I'm like, dang, her Kelvin looks really good. Like, I don't even have to fix this.
Nice and warm, huh? But I have like fun little buttons that do different things that make me do things quickly. So.
But I tend to shoot warm sometimes, but like it just like sometimes it's too warm.
That's easier to take away though.
Yes.
In my opinion. I like to shoot warmer rather than not too warm.
I would prefer to shoot warm.
Yeah, especially with my editing, I'm a warmer style, so usually it's the only time it's ever too much is whenever there's a wooden barn.
Yeah.
Or a cabin or anything with a lot of wood because obviously it's going to be warm tones, especially when you have warm lighting.
Even when you put it all the way down.
Yes. And then you have to use your fancy dancy magic that we do as photographers, and we can even it out. It's not that big of a deal. But
yeah, no.
But then sometimes you're washed out from flash. So it's just about finding a balance. That's what you pay us with the hard work to do and figure out. This is just our girl chat.
I will say I am a more fixed, like perfect in camera photographer when it comes to indoor ceremonies than you are, because I personally have become very skilled with flash. Like, yes. I don't know if that's something like people know about me. I'm just like such a skilled flash girl. So I like if there's an indoor why are you laughing?
Just get out of here.
If there is an indoor ceremony, I will use flash. It depends on how good the lighting is and everything like that. Blah, 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 blah.
The only reason why I used no flash the other day is because I knew that my
you knew that your camera could.
I can
be my camera can handle it too, but I don't like to push the limits like that.
I'm not. That's why I did it, because it can handle it more. Now my RP could not. My R6 absolutely.
No way, Jose. Yeah, no. That thing they would be looking like pixels.
Yes, at 1600 pixels. I would not push 1600 with my old, but now I can push 3000, and I'm like, this hardly has grain. It's when it gets to like the 100,000 that I'm like,
yeah.
So,
but that's where we like. It just depends on the situation. I know my limits in Lightroom, and I know my limits in the shooting in real life. So I don't know.
Yeah. Do you want to tell everybody our secret
Are we edging? We have a secret.
We do.
We have a secret.
Any guesses?
We're doing a couple interviews. We have some lined up, but
special guests.
But you don't know when they're gonna come, because we're just gonna drop them, and you're gonna be like, "What?" But I will say I'm very excited for our coming up interview.
We have one. Actually, I'm not going to tell you.
No.
We have one soon.
Yeah, we're going to edge people. We're going to make them tune in. And if you...
Our first interview! Yeah!
And we're going to do video, right?
Yeah.
Are we going to meet up for this?
We can.
Okay.
Because I want to be cute.
Okay. Jeez, now I have to put on like a cute outfit, and I have to put makeup on. But anyways...
one day.
Huh?
I can do makeup one day. You never let me do makeup before.
Oh my God, no.
I'm actually very skilled.
God.
I'm very
skilled.
That
should be a video in itself.
Oh, we can totally make that a video.
But yeah, basically that's what we're doing. And then so next week, next week, because this podcast is coming out this week because we're behind. Hailey, hi. Anyways, but next week will be our... Okay, she's being annoying.
Wait, did it do what I wanted it to do?
I don't know.
Okay. Don't be mean to me. Don't yell at me ever again.
I'm trying to tell people our thing.
Okay, tell them. Sorry.
I'm housekeeping. But next week will be our last podcast of the year. The year
of 2022.
Of 2022, because we're taking a break for Christmas and New Year's, and then we will be back the following week in January after New Year's. So, and that leads me to my next point of next year, the podcast is going to look a little different. We are going to be doing like seasons for different topics. So, should we tell them what we have lined up, or?
I think we should give them, so this season is going to entail, one, we're going to be incorporating interviews with more special guests for you guys, just so you're not just bored with hearing us talk, but other people that you guys look up to, and we're going to try to get on the pod. If you have any recommendations or any questions for people that are super experienced in this forte, let us know. But you can give them what our season's going to be about.
So the next season will be about hold on. Where am I? I don't know. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to find our shared thing. So our next season, so season 2, Dose, will be wedding related. So we have just like a bunch of wedding topics that we want to cover, and that'll include some special guests. We'll get their input on it and all that sort of thing. So that's what we're going to be doing next year in the new year. Period. So I hope you're getting excited for that. Also, if you're not following our YouTube, then what are you even not doing?
I think we should do a day in our life at a wedding. I think we should do that this weekend. Or wait, no, never mind.
No, we're not going to be together this weekend.
Oh wait, we're going to be together Sunday. We can do
a trip to Savannah. We're going to Savannah again. like Dur.
Get her.
We go to
Well,
Savannah.
I'll use we do. I'll use my backup camera as our vlogging camera.
Okay.
We'll do that. I'll be very intentional about it.
We're also exchanging gifts.
I'm so excited to exchange gifts. I love giving gifts. I love receiving gifts. I'm a big gift person, even though it's not the highest in my, like, what's it called?
Yeah.
Chart. You know what I mean? It's quality time and physical touch are my highest, but I think the third or fourth one maybe is gift giving because I love it.
Yeah, gift giving is not on my radar at all. I think it's like the least one, but I do like giving gifts. I don't like receiving.
I like receiving them in private. Like if you were to give me a present, I love that. Like it's fun.
Yeah.
But I like giving them more. But it kind of is awkward receiving, but I still don't care because I love surprises. Like they make me so happy. But like with Evan, I like don't want to open it in front of everybody. And Evan's family literally makes everybody go one by one and be like, open your presents. And you have to be like, yay, thanks. I got thanks. Socks. Awesome. Also, can we normalize not getting people presents for Christmas? Because I think that if you're going to give me a gift card and I'm going to give you a gift card, can we just not get each other anything?
I 100% agree.
Like, I think we should just...
Like, it kind of just at some point cancels itself out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I think that we just, like, shouldn't.
Well, and my mom brought this up a long time ago. I was talking about we're doing Secret Santa with Avery's side of the family, which is so fun. But like my mom was saying how they had to like basically say like we're not buying gifts for everybody in the family because it just gets to the point like it just gets to be too much money because you know how many people are in my family, girl.
Yeah, especially when you start having, like, boyfriends and husbands and, kids, and next thing you know, my mom has to now start getting Evan presents, and, like, she's not gonna not get him stuff, and Evan's mom is not gonna not get me anything, so it becomes, like and then Evan's brother has a wife, so then you have to get her, and then Evan's brother also has a kid, so then her. So we're gonna do a white elephant this year.
That's White Elephant and Secret Santa are great.
Because you get one really nice present. You can, if you want your budget to be $100, it's just $100. You don't have to spend $300 for $50, $25 gift cards for everybody, and it's just going to be much better.
Yeah. So I am a big believer in not getting your whole family presents, especially if they don't deserve them.
Oh.
This is not shade towards anybody, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I'm just not a big gift giver. Like, me and Avery even said that we weren't going to get each other gifts, but I did. So, there's that. But, like,
I couldn't. Evan and me were like, okay, this year we're not going to go crazy or anything.
Okay.
I don't know who I was trying to fool. There was just too many things he needed, and it just so happened to be Christmas time. So everything that he could possibly need, I just used it as a Christmas present.
Yeah.
So
true.
There are some things that I was excited about my sweatshirt that I got him, but not excited anymore because they jacked it up. But it's fine. He likes it either way. So period. But
yeah, but I don't know. I think I talked to you about this too, but I was telling Avery, I was like, I don't know, Christmas just when you get older just isn't the same. But I know it'll feel different, like when you start like I know like things get different, like when you get older. Like I'm not dumb. Yeah, no. Like when you get married and
we can decorate and have kids.
Yeah, you want to know what's so funny is when we were looking at houses the other day, I was like, oh my gosh, that'd be the perfect place to put a Christmas tree. And he was like, okay.
Such a guy thing. Like right in front of a window so people passing by can see the lights. Evan's just like, okay.
Yeah, he was like, yeah. I was like, we could put multiple Christmas trees in this house. He was like, that's not what we're looking for in a house. I was like, that's what I'm looking for.
Literally.
Durr.
Literally. Durr. You're not going to have to do much cutting out in this.
No. Unless you say something controversial in the next 30 minutes. You said to Evan, you were like, this is going to be a short podcast.
Yes, it's 30 minutes. We're good.
Are we done?
Yeah, I think we talked about everything we needed to talk about.
Anyways, I want to pose the question, what kind of photographer are you? And I want you to actually analyze yourself and be honest with yourself about it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a fix it later or shoot it perfect in camera photographer? Be honest. DM me your answers.
And then I do have a question to, I guess, end on. What is one goal you've met this year that you really wanted to, or what has been a good memory from this past year?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh.
You have to answer one or the other.
Well, my goal for this year was to become full-time. Check. And a good memory. Oh my God, we have so many.
It doesn't necessarily have to be with me.
But most of my time was spent with you this year.
Okay, you're right.
I would have to say probably it's not a best memory.
Oh dear.
But it's a memory for sure.
Is it going to be of us crying in Savannah? Oh, never mind.
Did we do that?
No, you did.
Oh, but it was Savannah related.
Okay, well,
I was gonna say how the guy at that restaurant was looking at me up and down.
Oh my gosh, literally trying to seduce her with his eyes, his creepy.
And then Hailey, literally, as we were walking out of the restaurant, turns around and says, "What did you even say?" You said, what did you even say? I don't even remember at this point.
I don't know what you're looking at, or
you said turn around or something like that. I was
like, turn around. I don't know. I said something, but it was like he was almost breaking his neck. I was like, I don't know what you're looking at, but turn around. And he turned around. He was scared.
Well, another recent memory, but it's topical. I mean, we got Taylor Swift tickets. That was one thing I wanted to happen this year.
Screaming so loud that it's like you can't hear it. It's just breaking glass in the background. That's what that was.
And when we went to the Better Than Sex dessert place, and we had made our waiter do the bejeweled strut, and he gave us a cake. That's a congratulations.
He said, "Are we celebrating anything tonight?" I said, Olivia's like, "No." I was like, "Yes, we got Taylor Swift tickets." And he said, "Oh, congrats." And
he was hilarious.
Yes.
We should go back, and we should see him.
I think
we need to go see him.
I think we should. I'm so down.
So, maybe I won't say this for privacy reasons.
Okay.
I'll tell you after. Okay. But yeah, anyways, what was your goal that you met this year, and what was your best memory?
So my goal, one of them, was to start a podcast.
Oh, look at that.
Guess what? We started one. And then getting married and engaged.
That's a good one.
Was really, really good.
That's on my next year bucket list.
Yeah. And I wanted to go to a different country for photography, and I got the privilege of going to a different country for photography. And my favorite memory with you. Oh, jeez.
There are so many. How can you pick?
Yeah.
I just thought of another one, but
it was probably this past weekend. That was.
Oh my God,
that was a memory.
We cannot share that.
But it was a really fun memory. That
we cannot share that. Maybe soon. But I also thought of another one. But it's more about me and your response.
Oh God, what did I say?
I feel like I can't even share this because it's. Well, we always talk about how I show emotions on my face, and how I say things and I don't think about.
Correct.
Do you remember that one time we were at that wedding, and in Pine Mountain, and we met our very lovely friend Sunday, and I we were having some trouble with someone, and I literally, you get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm gonna say.
Olivia, literally, this poor woman does not know us from Adam. She just starts dogging, being the most negative person. I mean, she was just venting like anyone would. And in this job, you have to be able to vent, and you cannot take things personally. Otherwise, you will not like your job. You will not be successful. It just comes with the territory. She's just dogging to this poor girl. And I was like, I stopped her dead in her tracks, and I was like, Olivia, you cannot talk about that in front of someone. You have no idea. Like, granted, like, she didn't say anything bad. It was just like, she was just being funny. Olivia and I have a good sense of humor, but we didn't know that.
We have very, like, what is the word? Self-deprecating?
Yeah, that's a word. Yeah.
We have self-deprecating humor, I think. Or just, like, dry, sarcastic.
Really bad, like, stuff that shouldn't be funny is hilarious. Like, stuff that is not funny at all. Like, if a bride and groom's voice cracks during the ceremony, you best believe, or I'm giggling. Or, like, I've had a bridesmaid eat the ground of concrete walking down the aisle. You best believe I was cackling.
Or that one time, and this was actually a wedding that Avery was in, and and he tripped.
Oh my gosh! Or that, no, Olivia, that one time that kid pulled down his pants, his ding-a-ling is out flopping in the wind, and he starts sprinting down the aisle of the wedding aisle.
Whose wedding was that? Was it mine or yours?
Mine. It was it was that wedding.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
There was a
I
band
can't hear
there.
you. I can't hear you.
There was a band there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot from that wedding.
Yeah. It was a whole, yeah. So we had a very fun memories this year.
I feel like you should think of another memory with me, because that one was too recent that you said.
Okay.
So,
I mean, there's always that one time that you threw up and then told me, but that wasn't this year, that was last year.
Was that last year?
Yeah, that was last year.
That was the first day that we worked together.
Yes. I will say that there was that one wedding that got featured on Zola that it was mine that you took, the dinosaur cake. That was a good memory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I feel like we have so many, I just can't think of any.
We do. It at this point, it's all just like one big blur.
Oh, I remember when I spent the night at your house and Yoshi slept with me and not you.
That was a good one. My dog literally does not like guests.
No.
But Hailey was sleeping over, and she spent the night in my room because my bed is not big enough. Like, if me, Hailey, and my dog were all in one bed, someone would be falling off. So so I was just like, you know what? You take my bed and I'll go sleep in my parents' room. Yoshi stayed with Hailey the whole night. The whole night. And when she woke up in the morning, she barked at me like I was the intruder.
For context, her parents were not sleeping. Like, she didn't sleep with her parents. It was just in her parents' room.
Yeah.
She didn't get snuggle with her 50-year-old parents.
No, 50? You did not just disrespect my mama like that.
How old's your mom? My mom's 50.
My mother is about to be 46 years old.
Your parents are young.
Yeah. My mom is a cougar.
How old's your
dad? Really?
Your dad?
My dad is the same age as her. They're just 3 months apart.
Oh my gosh. You made me have a heart attack. Yeah, your parents are young.
Yeah, they are.
I think my dad turned 46, 7, 8. I don't know. What is 50 minus 5?
45.
He's either 45 or 46. I can't tell you.
What year was he born?
77.
Oh, he's 46. That's the same year as my parents.
Oh.
When was his birthday?
March.
Or he's about to be 46.
Yeah. That's why.
What day is his birthday?
March 31st.
Oh, I was about to say maybe my my dad and my your dad have the same birthday, but they don't.
When is your dad's birthday? Is he an
March
Aries?
7th. He's a Pisces.
He's a Pisces for sure. When's your mom's birthday?
January 31st.
Is she an Aquarius?
Yes.
Okay, I see that. I like Aquariuses.
They're all right.
Hey. I have an Aquarius rising, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes that Aquarius comes out, bro.
You deserve the breathing in your ear for that one.
Oh, great. Now when I edit, it's going to be like, I'm going to just hear.
Good. Okay. Do you have anything you want to add?
No, I think we pretty much got to the point really quick. Yeah. But yeah, just expect some new things for the pod. We're very excited. But we thought that we should take a break for a little bit for sanity and to enjoy time with our family and, family and friends and whatnot. And we'll still be around. Yeah, just call us. Just hit us up.
Mm-hmm. Where can we hit you up?
Oh, girl, you can hit me up on Instagram, Facebook. And Facebook.
Oh, what's your at? Tell us your at.
Oh, Olivia Rodriguez Photos. Except for Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. We need to record a new outro because I can't. Where can I find you, Hailey?
HaileyHighPhotography.com, Hailey High Photography, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, anywhere that you can search it, find it.
Search it, find it. And you can find the podcast anywhere that you find podcasts, really, but mainly Spotify and Apple. And we're also on YouTube. We're doing video, so subscribe now or else. To get like exclusive content. Sometimes we'll put out some videos. Maybe you'll see Hailey do my makeup. I don't know. Maybe you'll see a vlog. I don't know.
Maybe Hailey do a flip or something in the grass or something. Maybe.
So true. Maybe we'll record a day in a life. I don't know. It's really up in the air. You never know with us. So just subscribe. Should we? Bye, everybody. I was going to say, should we do it like a singing outro?
Yes, we should do 1, 2, 3. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Bye. Is there a Taylor Swift bye that we can harmonize with?
I mean, she does have a song called Bye Bye Bye.
Bye.
Bye Bye Bye.
Bye Bye Bye.
I'm cutting that out.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.